Hey, I know it's not on yet, but I always feel weird not saying hey. Um, because then what if it is on for somebody and they're like, what is happening? Because then see, it happened. Okay, tonight we're doing a weird stream. Use my seltzer. Um, Yesterday's was so good, and today it's a little late again. We've been doing crazy stuff. So I just thought, let's do another short, weird stream. It'll be fun. We'll hang out. And yeah, okay, so I got this chat up. Sometimes these take me a little bit to start. It's mostly just well, lately it's because we're not at home. And so I have to figure everything out afresh. I just had to move the desk. What the heck? Okay, but also sometimes it's just YouTube is being weird. Okay, so I'm going to go over the ones we did yesterday to give you the idea of what weird is. Let me see. Now here was one of the good ones. An opposite mermaid. That's that. Is that the only one I have? Okay, yeah. This was one of them. It was pretty good. We did a squid doll. We did a frog doctor. A weird cat in the hat. Oh, hey, Oddfud. We did a king worm against the moon. We did a tentacle monster out of a shell using a magnifying glass. See, it's weird. A crab in a submarine. I think this guy. I think that's everything. Oh, we did a cauldron. No, that's not before. Okay. So I don't know what I'm going to start with today. Oh, it does show you the chat. Okay, I'm going to try to use this from now on. I'm still learning how to stream. So I just learned about this control panel. YouTube doesn't really show you how to do stuff in the background, so it can be confusing. I do this just in 1 minute before the stream starts. Is it good? Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to start drawing something. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Hey, Soviet Frenny. Hey, Elstefan. So lately I've been drawing these stovepipe hats. So let's draw a really big skinny one just to start this, just to get my blood flowing, get my pencil flowing. And what's a funny or interesting character? Oh, let's have it be kind of going in one direction. Let's have it, yeah, coming out a little bit like that. What's an interesting or funny character to have this hat be on top of, be the hat of? Maybe a snail? I think that is pretty good, actually. I'm going to do a snail. So that'll be his face. For some reason, I want snails to not only be slow, but to have that I don't want them to be smiling or frowning. I want them to be like this face, oh, not dumb. They can be smart, but I want them to have a dumb expression, like a dumb look on their face. I don't know why. Snilly. Wait, what's Snelly from? Is that like a character or something? Oh, oh yeah, like a shocked Pikachu face. Schnell, right? Doesn't that mean fast? So it's funny to call a snail Schnell. Oh, we have to do the horns. Shelly Kibuki has horns. I don't want them to have like just straight circles on the top. I think that gets a little, it's more interesting to do something else, right? Lots of things just have like an antenna with a little dot on the top.
I'll move the drawing a little
Uh, let me see if I can move this here. Okay. But do I need to move? Maybe I'll move this back also.
You're just drawing under all the chat.
Yeah, that happens. That's why I try to do it high. It's interesting because YouTube also, it doesn't tell you like what part of the screen to use or whatever. But if you do shorts or vertical lives, like the bottom third of the screen should be off limits. My first few shorts, or like within my first set of a bunch of shorts, I would accidentally or unknowingly put something in the bottom third of the screen, and like that just doesn't work. Like you are not, that's not being seen by very many people. Okay, so I think this is starting to come together. I've changed the top hat a little bit. We've gotten the snail's face and its horns. I don't know what else to call them. I learned snail horns from my family really liked to listen to like Clancy Brothers, and they did a song, supposedly an old Irish children's song, Shellicky Bookie, Let Out All Ye Horns. And so I've grown up calling these horns. And for to me, for some reason, they're different than antenna. Like bugs have antenna. Are these eyes? Is there their eyes are? I've heard that, but I don't know if that's true. Like, should I have drawn its eyes up here? Let's do that. That's more fun. Get rid of his eye down here. Draw his eyes up here. Boom. Oh yeah, that looks so much more like a snail all of a sudden. Okay, we're gonna just draw through the back of his head, the neck, and then we'll erase the overdraw there. Give him a shell, the beginning of the shell. And then I guess he's like this. We're seeing the shell mostly side. That's okay. We'll just do it. Just bring it around like that. That'll be the bottom, and then this has to come in and go around. Think something like that. No. Why is this messed up? Ah, we didn't get this part also sidewards. Because of perspective, it has to be side on. So I missed the foreshortening.
I think you're making the curl backwards. I think you're making the curl backwards. I have to tell the other way.
I don't know how that would work.
Like if you think about it like this, like you go from the supposed neck of the snail,
Mm-hmm.
and then you go up and around and down. And then spiral into the center.
Does the snails go? Well, I'll draw another snail after this one.
Okay.
And then we can figure out, I've been told that snails, perhaps, I'm drawing them in the backward orientation. Like maybe I'm drawing a left-handed snail. No, there was a left-handed snail. And because of the way snails mate, a left-handed snail cannot mate with a right-handed snail. What has happened? My pencil's come undone. There's not a ton of left-handed snails, so this can be a real hassle for lefties. So there was a big campaign. There was a certain kind of snail, left-handed snail. I think it was named Gary after the most famous snail, Gary. And let's put some details on the hat. Just a couple of like rough patches, maybe a rip that got sewn up, and like something hanging off of it, maybe a patch that didn't quite stick. Okay. And so the snail, Gary, the left-handed snail, there was a big campaign to find him a left-handed friend. And they did. They found two. And they were like, oh my God, awesome. They put them all in. So snails are hermaphrodites. They all mate with each other. And they put them all in a bin, not a bin, a terrarium, I think. And the other two mated, and Gary still didn't have a snail friend. Okay. So I have always drawn snails like this, but I have been told by a mostly reliable source that this is wrong. So so we can move that over and give this a try. Okay, so what would it be like? You have, let's do it facing the other direction. We have the snail. This will be its face or something. Stalk, eye, mouth. Hey. And now the snail goes up into its home like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the home comes out.
Yeah, so if you think of it like a toothpaste tube, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have the first one, like if you rolled up the toothpaste tube over, like if you took the end of the toothpaste and went up, you want to take the end of the toothpaste and go down, and then curl it that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still, well, here we go. We're drawing it. I'll know it when I see it. This one I busted out the box. I didn't really like, I was doing a poor job. You guys seeing this? So you can set up a little box to give you some trick, some help on perspective. And we can actually find the middle of this box if we cross an X from corner to corner. It will cross in the middle. So I got pretty good.
Yeah, that's right. And now you have a place to put the tail, you know, the gastropod, the foot.
Okay, I was wondering how the foot worked. All right, apparently this is how snails go. It seems weird to me, but I'm not a snail. They curl back, they curl upwards and backwards. I had no idea. I thought, you know, I obviously thought the other way was fine. I never had any complaints. None of my snail friends ever said anything. Really, that's what's rude. Okay, shading for this is hard because there's so much to think about, right? So like this is a side. All this is on the side, and then this is the top, but also it curls. So it's the top, but it has a, okay, what are we going to do for this snaily boy that makes him strange? He can't just be here on the paper taking up space and not being strange. So maybe a snail monocle? Is that? I'm thinking that's interesting because his eyes I'm putting up here, right? So like, what is he going to do? How does he monocle that? We went to Aldi today to look for candy for Halloween. My mother-in-law is really interesting. She wants to um, give everyone kinds of candy that's like unusual. She doesn't want to just get the like standard bags of Halloween candy and give out what everyone gives out. And she's in a neighborhood where like lots of people are supposed to come. So I think that makes a lot of sense. She wants to like have not fancy, but like not special, but like different candy. And also like what was I think also so I was saying that I was like, that's nice, that's interesting. And then my wife said, and also she wants to only get the ones she likes so she can eat them. And she does like unusual candy. So that checks out. Okay. I still have not given this snail a monocle. I don't think a monocle works. A tie, that doesn't really work. We could do, let's make this a witch. This is hard. To get this little circle, I want it to be pointing up enough so that it goes behind the stalks, the brim of this witch's hat. I want to point up enough so it goes behind the stalks, which is going to make it kind of pointing backwards a lot. Okay, I think this does it. A tiny little witch's hat, which makes sense. Snails are very small. Okay. What other strange things? Can you draw me? Let me see, Lucky Star. Well, hello, Lucky Star. What is your... I don't see your avatar. It's too small for me on my screen. All right, let's draw something weird. It looks like... I just checked on a different screen. It looks like... My own screen, yeah. Okay. Earphones. Earphone. I don't think they're called earphones, but I don't know. I can never, I always, my brain tells me earphones, and it's told me earphones like every time forever. And like, sometimes I'm like, it's not earphones. And then I spend a lot of time trying to like correct myself, but like, I don't, headphones. This should be earphones. Thank you. Thank you, Lucky Star. Yeah, headphones. That's right. Okay. Oh, I can't see it on the screen. Let me see. I'm gonna do eyes closed, enjoying the music, a quiet smile. For some reason, I'm thinking it's cold, probably because these kind of look like earmuffs too. So, and like, there was an open jacket or something. That's as much as I can see, really. I guess, yeah, there we go. From what I can see, that is not a bad. Not bad, not bad. Oh, Thank you so much. Yeah, I really thought, so I was drawing something last night. We were doing all of this. Let me get- And I couldn't figure out what to draw. And I was just doing some like random, this is what I'll do sometimes if I don't know what to draw. I'll just kind of move the pencil around and kind of let my sketching brain do something. I usually end up sketching some sort of form. It often looks like popcorn. And then my other part of my brain will go, oh, that's this. And it'll pull something out of the page for me. So like right now, I see this as like maybe boxing gloves, like that. This is the thumb. Thumb should be on top, so we'll just move that, move the thumb to on top. Yeah, give me 1 second and I will take a look on the other screen to see if I can draw that. So I'll do like, this looked like boxing gloves. So I was doing one of these and I drew like, it looked to me like two people kind of lying on the ground in the grass, like having a moment where like the girl was looking off away from everything, like off to the side, and the boy was looking at the girl, but like had obviously been looking at, I can just show you. Where is it? Here it is. And so I just kind of drew this real quick from exactly the same thing of where I'm drawing this from. And my wife was like, oh, that's really good. And like, she does not tell me something is good if it's not. And I was like, oh, and it just made me think like sometimes, like, I guess I'm a better drawer than I think. And I should give myself a little bit more credit. Ooh, let's make these shorts. I'll like pull this inside. Like, yeah, boxing shorts. There we go. You can have a big stripe. I'm fine with that. Little string and whatever that's called. I have to figure out how this arm is showing up. Why is it all the way over here? What happened? He's exhausted. He doesn't even know. All right. What are we drawing now? Let's see if I can see it on here. Oh, is it a building? For some reason, it looked like a person on the other screen, man. So on the YouTube back end, which is what I usually use to view these, but I had accidentally pulled up my. Is it the Taj Mahal? Okay. Okay, I can try to draw the emoji. Like, okay. Onion dome, something. Moon and star, it looks like. Tower, tower. Okay. Let's see. Let's get the square, the rectangle base right out of the way. That's the easiest part, and it'll help us center the rest of the drawing. We'll give it a little door and then two little doors or maybe windows. I don't know. Okay. And then the tower. Then the dome, let's just do the dome. And whatever's on top of the dome. Okay. And then you have the side towers, which in the one emoji look like they're taller and the other emoji don't. So I'm going to make it just something. Just shorter, I think. Okay, and I think we'll make the towers come down like that and exist. Where's my eraser? And change the shape of the... Is this rectangle not rectangular? It is not. I was like, I'll do the rectangle. That's the easiest part. I'm like, it is not straight at all because I was looking at it so sidewards. This happens when you're drawing on the stream because you have to keep your head out of the camera. Because like my head is, if I lean forward even a little bit, I'm touching the camera. And like usually I'd be leaned all the way forward. And so I'm not looking at the drawing straight on, and it can really mess with your, even just that little bit of like twist can really mess with your perception. I mean, you're supposed to know that. Okay. That's why architects' desks like lift up like this, is because it'll mess with their perception if it's down. You'll start drawing lines like moving out, and because that looks straight. Okay, let's erase this guy. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Okay. Yeah. Ba-bum-ba-dum-bum. Bum-bum-ba-dum-bum. So I think this is the Taj Mahal, which I know. Well, so it's a mausoleum, right? A gravesite or monument. And it was like the largest building in the world when it was built. And it was certainly the most expensive, and it stayed that way for quite a while. Okay, how to draw this. What is that? Sign for Taurus or something? Let's draw something else. And you have the giant reflecting pool, right? It's part of what makes it so beautiful. I think reflecting pools are cool. The only ones I know about are this one, and if in front of the Taj Mahal, that one, and the one in Washington, D.C. to reflect the Washington Monument and stuff. Oh, it's a ram, Aries. Okay. Now that sounds interesting. How do their spirals go? Ram.
Same like the snail.
So rams are really interesting. Goats in general, but rams also. Same. Their pupils are square. So like, what the hell? What the hell? Like, one of the weirdest things of any animal ever, I feel like, is that goats and rams' pupils are darn square. This one's turning out cute, except for like devilly square eyes. I'm not even going to do anything different than just try to draw a goat as good as I can, because they're already so darn strange. Ram, whatever. A ram is just a goat that slams its head into its friends. Isn't that true? Are they different animals? Wait, up, down, around, and out. Up, down, around, and out. I think that's right. Down. Oh, wait. I was doing the different lines. Up.
The first one you do was right.
The one on the right or the left?
The one on the right, the ram's left.
Okay. Up, 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 up. Okay, okay. Yeah. And then, yeah, okay. I get too many lines going on. Let me get rid of some of them. So we'll do it this way. It connects out of the head and it goes up and then it goes down and kind of folds a little behind this one and then pops out in front of that. So we'll get that going. Okay. Oops. Where? Then this one. Okay. There, something like that. We'll get some texture on here and that'll make it a little bit more clear what the heck is going on. Stop playing people with. How to draw blocks. Is there a square English blue? Okay, and then the inside, we'll do the front. We'll have the front have these horizontal cross lines. And we'll have the back have these like vertical or along the way lines. And then that way we can kind of separate who's who. Yeah. So drawing blocks, how to draw blocks. I'd say drawing blocks is probably some of the best practice of drawing you can get. Because you can build almost anything out of blocks. And then it'll come out. Okay, I think I got it. Comes out, around, it goes under this a little bit, comes back out, and then this one comes out. I can't remember. Okay, that looks similar enough. They're not crazy far distance. Oh yeah, I don't know. Joseph Square, English Blue. I don't know those terms. Okay. 1, 3. Okay. I think that's right. Let's just, before I forget what this actually looks like, boom, 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 boom. Okay. The front like that. And the insides. Oh, I forgot that's supposed to go behind. Okay. And then that comes in front. Yeah. This one's just a tighter circle. I wonder if rams have, like, if they have right horned and left horned. Let's make their pupil nice and square. Nice and dark. We'll give them an eyelash. I mean, an eye. Let's give an eyebrow like ridge. I think that's probably important. And we'll make the snout pop out a little bit. Is it always called the snout? I've looked this up before, like what's the difference between a snout and a nose? Some goat, like some billy goat type fuzz. I never remember. Could be anything. Okay. It looks pretty goaty to me. Wait, rammy. It looks pretty rammy to me. Oh, is this Taurus? And then if I was gonna like make this final product for something, I was gonna like if it was for a client or if I wanted to get it printed or turned into like an illustration that I was gonna have published or whatever, I would just spend a little bit more time on these horns. I hope you have a nice day too, Lucky Star, and I will remember. Oh my gosh, I forgot ding dang dong ears. All this speak of the devil, I was trying to make him hear no evil. All right. This feels like Taurus to me. Now, what are we going to do to make him strange? I know I said him being strange would be strange enough. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, you know what's classic, but I think works? Have him puffing on a Shakespeare, not a Shakespeare. Starts with an S. A Sherlock pipe. What does that look like? There we go. Something like that. Ooh, I'm a fancy goat. I mean, Ram. What would a ram smoke? Like, oh, let's make it a bubble pipe. Much better. Now this is getting to be strange. One of the coolest, weirdest things about bubble pipes is they don't really just blow bubbles. They blow like this chain of bubbles that all sticks together. And every once in a while, one breaks off. But they're like this. All right, ram blowing bubble pipe. Gotta clean up this inside. That looks pretty good. All right, I think I'll do one more strange thing, and then I'll call it a night. Let's do the random sketch try and see what shows up. All right, sometimes you just gotta do anything. Let's see. I've done the same format as the last one, the same like spacing, which is not ideal. I don't see anything really. I kind of see an old man, right? You have like an old man squinting at something. His glasses is here instead of where they should be, over his eyes. I don't know why his nose is a snout, but I guess it is. Maybe he's not a human man. That's the thing I see in this so far. Let's keep going and see if anything else pops out. This looks 3D, but it doesn't show me anything. Yeah, so usually I draw some random shapes, some cloudy looking things, and my brain goes, "Oh yeah, this is what that looks like." And it's a pretty strong feeling. I do it rather regularly, and I can't think of the last time it didn't really work. I see a crab here, so I might as well draw this crab. I don't know. I'm just going to draw the things I see and see where that takes us. It won't be a cohesive drawing, I guess, but what are you going to do? So I do usually have to add a little bit more in than what's there. It's just what the main shape that gets captured. This is a weird looking crab. This is like not a regular crab at all. Okay, let's see. I think my pencil is falling apart. Yeah, whatever lead I have, it's not my favorite lead. I have travel lead because I couldn't find my regular lead in time to go on this trip. And the travel lead is strange to me. This looks like the back of a dog's leg or something, like a dog's back leg. I don't really want to do that, so I'm hoping it'll sure turn into something else. This, this, huh. I guess I could erase and try some more. This looks like a very friendly, like hippopotamus, maybe. Very friendly hippopotamus. This kind of looks like a sidewards horse head. This backwards dog leg. I mean, this back dog leg. But I don't like either of those. So, although I'm like filling in some horse head stuff. So I guess I've committed. Let's just. It's hard to see. I'm gonna turn it. Oh, looks terrible. All right. Let's give the horse head part just a little erase. And we'll come back to it. Now I'm just like, I have a crab, I have some heads. This kind of looks like Santa. Like Santa, but he's not. You can't see him because he's behind this. Like other guy. don't know what's going on here. Like I said, usually this turns into a pretty cohesive drawing. I'll show you one I just did. It was silly. And it turned into this like kind of boxer guy. And then I did another one that turned into like a cute little couple. These some snails I did earlier. Apparently this is a backwards snail shell. It's what I always think of. This one's the right way. I've never in my life. I did an opposite mermaid. Where the pretty part. All right. No-eyed Pete. Okay, let's see. We have this snaily dog, not snail, sealy dog-esque, like old man face. I'm trying to turn him into like a human. Yeah, that worked pretty good. A little sloppy on the line, but we'll come back and fix that right now. It has a like a mustache. I sometimes want to say mustache. I do not know why. Okay, his head is a little oddly shaped, but I'm not a doctor. Oh, thank you for all the hearts. Let's see. We have this guy in the background. We have this guy here in the foreground. We have a little hippo. We have a crab-esque monster thing. What are we gonna see next? There's something here, like this is a hole or an eye, or it's like maybe a starfish. What's over here? Yeah, so I'm just laying down some random shapes, some dots. Usually you would do this with like spilt ink, but I don't have ink to spill. Sometimes I'll do it just by continuing to add on to parts of the drawing that are already there. I usually try to play, I used to play this game in school with a friend, and you just draw a line, they draw a line, you go back and forth pretty quickly. You're not trying to like make a drawing at first. And then as you guys start feeling inspired, you start holding onto the drawing for a little bit longer and making it more and more complicated, putting more into it. Those kinds of drawings can be really fun. And so this is a way for me to sort of play it by myself. And they do look like clouds, which is good. That's what you can pull shapes out of is clouds, but nothing's pulling out for me. No. All right, I'm just going to spread out a little bit more. We can always erase if we have to, but I'd rather not. I erased something that I could not stop making look like a dog leg, and did not want to be a dog leg. This sort of looks like a chicken. I guess we'll do it. What do we got? Can't get the head to look quite right. God, I don't know what a chicken head looks like. A chicken's head. you see them all the time on like TikTok and stuff. And people are like holding it up and they're like, I can move this chicken's head and it doesn't move its body at all, or vice versa. I can move this chicken's body and it doesn't move its head at all. And they're like, womp, 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 womp. Okay, yeah, there's a chicken. There's a guy with a beard. There's a guy with a mustache and glasses and like a distorted ear. This poor guy. He looked better as a seal, I think. All right. I think we'll make this like a winking eye and this an open eye. Okay, this is a weird thing that's popped out. I'm pretty happy about. This will be a tongue. It's sticking its tongue out. There's like something on its tongue. Looks like a fly to me. So I'll just put it a fly, make it a fly. Okay, and I guess this is lips and nose. Very close, but all right. A little grotesque, but sometimes that happens. A little splash of hair. No, I don't know why his, there we go. I'll just bring that together. His like, just because this looked like an eye. Oh, I'm gonna give him like crazy ears. Because I think I see one here, yeah. A little bit crazy. Giant tongue. Well, I really like that. Let's clean his lips up a little bit. Or, mark them out, make them seeable. Eyebrow. I like that guy. He's a bit weird. Maybe we'll get someone else out of here. Okay. I sort of see another guy here. Well, let's do that. We'll do, like, you see his mouth here? He kind of looks like very sad. Okay. And then we have some eyes. I'm going to try to keep with the, well, this eye seems very open. So, and then the nose. Well, I kind of went too far on the nose, but that's all right. And we'll do, he has this hairstyle. I don't know why. Like Bam Bam from that old cartoon. My brain is just telling me The Simpsons. I know it's not The Simpsons. Oh, this like weird bang, I think kind of makes him look emo. So I'm just drawing all sorts of weird stuff, Draco. Welcome. And I am using a brightness 92 HP paper. It's 11 by 17. It has the perfect texture for me. And almost all of my stuff I scan in and turn into digital prints. So it really works out. If I'm going to make something like for sale on the paper, like an actual piece of art, not that this isn't art. I mean, it's a stretch, but like a final piece of art that's going to go in a show or something, I will use some sort of like fancier paper or Bristol board or something like that. Yeah, this somebody told me, like, I learned a lesson and it really helped. Like, I was listening to a podcast or something about artists, and they said, listen, you have to draw, because somebody called in and they're like, what do you do if you're afraid of using your good paper because to practice, right? And this was had me written all over it. I was terrible. I like avoided using my good paper all the time. And he was like, buy the cheapest paper, the most paper, and the cheapest paper you can afford that you like drawing on. And for me, that was this. And you get 500 sheets in a pack. It's big enough, 1117, which I really like. And it makes me feel comfortable to draw on this size. And I kept at it. It has a really nice texture that catches the pencil for me. There's a lot of printer paper is too smooth, and this is smooth, but it's got a little something. I don't know why this guy's like, I think he's like a muscle guy. It's so weird to me how you can draw somebody with like an extremely like twisted face or like strange face, and they still just look like a person. Like your brain is like, no, that's just a guy. All right. Oh yeah, this is a chicken. I forgot about that. I'll give him an eye. That'll help. Let's see if there's anything else that comes up out here. I'm gonna turn the paper and try to see if there's anything like this direction that I can pull from these random. I guess they're not really random scribbles, right? Because I'm scribbling on them. But I'm not trying to draw anything. They stopped looking cloudy. I'm going to give them a quick, let's try again, right? These, they've not served. Let's go in. I see this. This is going to be another piece of this guy's hair. I like that. I don't know. His hair is going up all sorts of crazy. Okay. We have this seal that kind of like, I don't know. Okay, I see something in the erased stuff. If we look here, I kind of see a cat or two cats. I see cat's eyes right here and right here. I also sort of see a cat's eye here, but it also could be like a mouth. And there's like something there. But that could also be a mouth. So now, is there a way to get at, like, is there something here besides that that's gonna work that I won't dislike? I mean, this is not terrible. We'll have to throw another ear on here. Yesterday, October 29th, was Cat Day in the United States. International Cat Day is August 8th. The US has all these unofficial holidays that are different from the international ones. I'm like, why? Like, what is going on? It's okay. So I like drawing. I'm going to do this where I'm going to draw like cat eyes and mouths, little, just in different places on this area here. This is something I used to do a lot with humans, is I would just draw two sets of eyes, one on top of the other. And there's something about it that I really like. Let's make all these cat's eyes have like this cat eye kind of upturn. That's a mouth. We'll do another mouth here where it would normally go. And let's do a nose where it would normally go. Cats' noses are little tiny hearts. Okay. And give a little shape to this amorphous blob of a cat. Let's do one more eye here. And that sort of brings it together. We'll have the ear down, and I just thought, why don't we also have the ear up? Like if we're already doing all the face parts double, or even more, why not double the ears too? Something like that. Oh, hey, Art Vibe. I'm doing a very strange sort of stream of consciousness ink blot deal. How are you? Oh, awesome. Yeah, we got some guys. Oh, I have a frog in my throat. What I've been doing for this one is I just kind of throw some lines down and see what there's kind of a mouse here already. Like right here. I keep messing up the ear, something like that. The mouse is terrible. Well, it's here now. We can clean it up. It doesn't even need its arms and feet. Those can be out hidden behind something. We just got to get its face looking not stupid. Huh. I should have done more. I rushed into the mouse because I was like, oh, cat, mouse, checks out. But now it's like a cartoon-ish mouse. It's all over. We're not going to stop. We're going to make this work. Like, on a drawing like this, you don't have to worry. Right? You'll be able to get something. I think the mouse head has come together. And he draws arms like moving back into the crazy cat. Have its heckles up. And we'll do like the big back leg thigh muscle. I don't know what this is. I should learn a little bit of animal biology or muscularism, skeletal-muscular system, just so I can talk about different parts of their body and like know what they are and how they're supposed to connect and stuff. All right, this mouse turned out all right. These are going to be its whiskers. I do not know why. And his little nose. This is what happens when I draw late at night. I get strange. Okay. I think this is all right. I think it might be time to call it a night. What time is it? Yeah. I'm going to put one more face here in the leg of the rat or the mouse. This was calling to me. Aw. Looks like this, I don't know, it's like a little mouse, a little. We'll see if we clean up just a little bit around the. Okay, that's not bad. I like her. Is there any place else we can just throw a face? What's this? I don't. Oh, that's the guy's beard. What's this guy's beard? This is there. Oh, this is nothing. This chunk right here looks like this guy's neck and shoulder. Who cares about his neck and shoulder? He's supposed to be a seal. We could do. We could do like a melting face here. It's a little sad. A melting face. Falling back into the chicken. But the face itself seems happy about it. We don't know what happened. They seem to be enjoying themselves. Maybe it's like that. I'll stop the world and melt with you. And bro is really happy to be melting with you. All right. I think I have to call it a night. I was only going to stream for an hour and I'm a little later than that. But happy Halloween. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this in the future, you're awesome. You made it all the way to the end. If you could comment, that'd be great. Comment like a Taj Mahal emoji from earlier in the stream. If you could like, that'd be great. If you subscribe, that would be awesome. Look at this guy. If you could also comment a name suggestion for this guy. I love this guy. He's the breakout star for me. His crazy hair, his like muscle man pose. It's like big, serious chin. Yeah. I'm gonna go. I have to wake up early tomorrow and try to fix the dang car again. Still, forever, we're fixing this car. So, that's fun. This was fun. I've not done one of these freeform drawings before. It was very enjoyable. I think I will do it again for late night stream. I think I'm like nervous about doing this kind of stuff because I'm like, what if I can't think of anything? But I couldn't think of anything for so much of it, and it still came out okay. Like, I don't hate any part of this. So it worked out. Thanks so much. Bye.